boy, are you in for a treat. Am I overreacting? Probably.
What's up, guys? It's your boy James.
But it's safe to say that this is probably the best movie I've seen this year.
I actually really enjoyed this one.
Saw is one of those franchises I watched way back when I was a kid, and that first movie, that first twist, it was just like, oh my god, I did not see that coming. Now throughout the franchise, did they suck the life out of sometimes? Yeah. Was some of the movies here to miss? Yeah. Did they make too many of them? Yeah. But this right here, this is not a failure.
The traps, bro, the traps, they were just so like gruesome. You know what I mean? But simple. It wasn't like we had to do this crazy like extra thing. These were simple. Like it was straight surgical and like that's what we needed. You know what I mean? Like I didn't need a crazy ass torture device.
Try setting it on fire.
If you have not seen the film yet, I will say this before we go into spoilers. I will say this is more of a John Kramer film rather than a Saw film. Make no mistake, this has all the necessities and basics that the Saw movie should have.
Spoiler warning. If you hadn't seen the movie, go see the movie.
Spoiler alert.
This movie had me from basically the jump.
I love the writing, I love the acting, I love the complimentary score of it, and most of all, I love Tobin Bell in this. But the main thing about this is this really felt like a true Saw sequel. And to me, in my opinion, it might be the best of the franchise. I think this might be the best sequel there is. Honestly, do I like it better than Saw 2? Fuck yeah, I do. Do I like Saw 2? Yeah, it's not bad. This movie takes place between Saw 1 and Saw 2.
It's kind of a slow start, you know what I mean? Because it's basically, we're setting up Kramer's like, is there a way to cure this tumor he's got? He goes to this little group therapy, starts talking, and he hears this story from this dude, Henry. Basically, John's kind of giving up. He's like, I'm just going to write my will and testament, set everything out for everybody. Then what does he do? Like later on, he sees Henry walking perfectly fine, like he's all good, talks to Henry.
He's like, oh my god, Henry, it's nice to see you, man. How you doing? Wow, this is miraculous. So you just fucking cured? I mean, how did it happen? And then it goes into the plot where there's this doctor and his daughter.
Apparently, they got this revolutionary new way to cure terminal diseases. Like it's a mixture of a drug cocktail and surgery.
He goes down to Mexico and see what's up. But when the twist comes, when John goes and gets his operation.
And of course, the twist comes down to what it always comes down to. Money.
Of course they're scammers. John, how can you not see this? But he was holding on to the very last thing he had, which was hope.
This doctor, her name was Cecilia. She orchestrated this whole thing off of her dad's like revolutionary cure thing. Basically, because she knew that people had looked it up, made a way where she can make money off of that. And what she would do is she would hire these people as actors that had just normal fucking jobs, were addicted to drugs. Fucking crazy switch there.
The acting in this is phenomenal. I'm talking about where people do a fucking 180, they do a fucking 180. So when John goes down to Mexico to find his miracle medicine,
I was like, well, we're just gonna bring him to this facility and treat it like it's this real big deal and pretend like we're actually going to do surgery. And they even made him believe it, like to the point where he was like, I'm just gonna go give this alcohol to the girl Gabriella, who was so nice and sweet and everything, helped me out.
A bottle of tequila, because they say that's a tradition around here for good luck, to thank her. And when he goes, he finds like they're just watching a fucking YouTube tutorial. It's not YouTube. And that he was meant to see that to really sell the fact that they was working on him. They never even made a fucking cut. Did they finesse John? Woo! Bet your ass they did, buddy.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting her name. I'm gonna remember that shit now. Cecilia. Because that bitch is a bitch. She's the biggest bitch.
What makes it so different about this one, we really get to see John in action and like live. You know how every Saw movie has like the tapes? Yes, he made tapes. Didn't want to play her fucking tape. He got on a mic. He was like face to face with these motherfuckers. Like,
no, you're gonna play this game.
And what I really also like about this, once somebody survived, John was like, Amanda, drive her to the hospital.
First he got the driver. I think his name was Diego. He actually survived his shit, and I didn't think he was going to. John, man his word. His first aid, you're good. I'll let you.
Like, John's a man of his word, and I respect the fuck out of that. Even though he's not really the guy to be pulling for us like one of those, And that's when we get Amanda back. Amanda helps John capture the staff. These scammers, these fucking frauds who are making nothing but fucking money off of hopelessness fucking cancer patients.
You got this dude Parker, who they had seen earlier, he supposedly have gotten throat cancer, and he was talking about how he got deceived. So they tie him up and everything, take his gun away, and then bam, what did he do? He turned on him because he's with Cecilia.
This fucking bitch Cecilia gets the upper hand because Parker comes in, saves the fucking day, has a fucking gun, like, hey, free my woman, give us her fucking money. They make Jigsaw participate in his own fucking trap with that little kid.
And then they brought this little boy, Carlos, and let me tell you how much of a fucking gangster Carlos is. This motherfucker's gangster to the bone.
Carlos was my little dude, you know what I'm saying? And John took it upon himself to take care of him in a way. I was like, oh my fucking God, what is happening? And it seems like they got the upper hand. You knew John wasn't gonna die. She's like, oh my God, Carlos is gonna die. Like, I don't want this little kid to die.
Him and John are getting fucking waterboarded with blood. That's the trap. Kramer said, hey, look, don't pull that lever. Let me take this pain. I got you. And Carlos like, bro, I ain't gonna let you do this. Nah. And then finally Cecilia and Parker are like, well, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go get our money that is out there in the middle. But they didn't know that. They thought it was in bags upstairs. They go upstairs, pull the bag, bang, timer, cuts off the other trap. Got the ass.
Da-na-na, 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 da-na-na.
I just love how John thinks like 3 steps ahead of everybody.
Uh-oh. It's fucking booby trapped. It was all part of the plan. They had keys all along. They knew Parker was gonna come save the day. They knew that they was gonna be a part of that trap. They knew everything. They had all of this fucking planned out. The Saw franchise is kind of like the Scream franchise, you know? The first one had that big hit. Scream is, oh my God, who done it? Saw is similar in a way. It's not really the who done it, it's like, what's the twist? And even though I knew something was gonna happen to that nature, when it actually happened, I still got that oh shit feeling. Yeah, I got up and I was like, oh my God.
And he played it so fucking perfectly. Any criticisms I have towards the film? I loved Amanda. She definitely didn't look like she did in the other movies, and I get it, because that's age, you know what I mean? Kramer looks the exact fucking same.
There's a post-credit scene where we see Hoffman back. I was really surprised to see Hoffman back, because my first question when the film ended, I was like, what about Henry? Because he was part of that whole fucking scandal too. What happened to him? And guess what? They got him fucking tied up. Here comes Hoffman, you know. Da-na-na. Excellent writing can bring in Hoffman like that, you know. John Kramer was always one step ahead. He was actually working with Hoffman way before we ever even fucking thought of.
In case he was talking shit, fuck you, Ray.
Keep wishing, bitch. Like, we already have a convoluted timeline in the Saw franchise, but you can go back now and make more sequels to these fucking gaps that are in the movie. Do I feel like that should happen? No. I don't think so. I think they should end this shit here. Despite this even being a Saw film, this is the first film I've seen in a while where I was just like, oh my God, dude, that was a good fucking movie. And I love how personal it was to John. Not only like on screen, but I felt the betrayal. Again, Tobin Bell's performance, everybody else's performance, they really blew it out the fucking water. If this is where the Saw franchise is gonna end without rebooting or anything like that, I feel like this is Tobin Bell's legacy right here. Like, this is what he's gonna be remembered for. He's going out on a high note, which I am so happy for. Round of applause to Tobin, the cast and crew, the directors, the writers. Dude, y'all blew this out of the fucking water. I'm just so happy that I got to see this fucking movie, because I watched a lot of horror movie, guys, and 9 times out of 10, I'm just like, eh. But I really, really enjoyed this movie. Like, I really did.
But overall, like I said, I enjoyed this film. If I had to give it a rating, I'm probably giving it at least, I'm gonna go 8. It was very good. Thank y'all for watching. And until next time, deuces.
Adios.
Hold on. You gotta add this shit afterwards. I didn't see what he did, alright? I did this a day after what he did. Alright, and I wasn't here. I was out watching the movie when he did this shit. This motherfucker just said we said the same fucking shit. It shows you how in sync we are, bro.
NSYNC, the original NSYNC.
Yeah.
You understand?
This is my Joey right here. I'm obviously Justin Timberlake.
That band's fucking phony. We the real deal.
But no, it's just crazy that we had the exact same thought process.
We do.
And I matched what he said. That's fucking insane. We love y'all. That's how we do this shit.
That's how we do.
See ya.